Hey guys, version 3.6 is pretty close. Let's check out the contents one more time. Version 3.6 is gonna be here from July 2nd all the way up to July 23rd. This is only gonna be quote unquote half a version, so be prepared for that in advance. The new character that is gonna be released is gonna be the sustain character for the Dynamo archetype called Enigma. More about him in my upcoming pull plan. I want to make a pull plan for this game again right before Enigma is gonna be released, and I have a very good reason to do so. Stay tuned for that, please. In version 3.6, of course, we're gonna have Enigma's storyline called Last and First Principles. The Euphoria update is gonna go to Recoleta. That Euphoria update should in all honesty be ignored. You should not invest your Unilocks into Recoleta at this point, but if you already have her, which chances are pretty high that if you play the game long enough, you will have Recoleta anyways, and then you can have some funsies with her, because you know, why not? But don't invest Unilocks into her. That would not be a good decision. That's the point I wanted to get across. Then we have our banners, of course, for Enigma. He's gonna be here from July 2nd all the way up to July 23rd. By the way, that also means, right, version 3.6 ends on July 23rd. That's when the Atomic Heart collaboration will begin, not the 3rd anniversary. Keep that in mind. Then we have our Euphoria banner here, also gonna be here from July 2nd all the way up to July 23rd. It's gonna feature Tuesday, because Poison just saw a glow up, Willow got her Euphoria update, Tuesday got her Euphoria update, Ramona got released, and just in case you would still miss a piece for that team but you wanna play it, then you have Tuesday and Willow right here on this Euphoria banner. We have Melania, because for people that want to use the new Recoleta Euphoria and play her, they absolutely do need Melania, because without Melania, Recoleta would be unplayable. That's why we have Melania here on this Euphoria banner. Then we have 2 Fairy for Plant Prompto just in case, and Isolde for Afterglow also just in case you for some reason don't have these characters but want to play their respective teams. We have new events, and this one is an absolute banger, or it needs to be an absolute banger, at least from my perspective. Let me talk about this a little bit. Look, I belong to the very small percentage of the player base that have beaten the entirety of the Reverse1999 already. I have done so for around a year at this point. So I have absolutely no challenge in this game anymore. There is zero endgame content for me. And I was always in the state of, at some point there is gonna be new endgame introduced. And then, since I'm caring so much about the metagame, I'm pulling only for the very best characters. I take very good care of how I invest my Unilocks and all that stuff. And I could always pray and hope that I do this so that at some point, whenever they would release new endgame content, I would be ready for it and I would be ahead of the curve, right? But as it is right now, I play everything on autoplay in this game. I have zero content to clear anymore. They took away my hope and my prayers from me with the 3.8 developer broadcast that they did, in which they announced and confirmed that we will not only never see any endgame content in this game anymore whatsoever, but all the existing content, every single mode that exists in Reverse1999 right now that I already clear on autoplay for about a year gets easier and easier and easier. For example, just to give you one example out of this, the 10 mil that is quote unquote required in the mains bulletin will drop to just 7.5 mil. And it's gonna happen in pre-storm protocol, in the Tides of Thought. Everything is gonna get easier. So that's why the hope and the prayer for new endgame content died completely, and that's a massive issue for me. Now we have this focused flashback here, and I can only again hope and pray that this is an actual endgame challenge, and that there is some character requirements here, meta requirements, and some difficulty attached to this. If this will be boring autoplay garbage, the game is gonna be rough, right? Don't get me wrong, I love this game with all of my heart. I would never quit, no matter what, you know? But still, this kind of has to be really, really good. Otherwise, at least for me, right? I'm talking from a minority standpoint. Pretty much no one in the player base has beaten the Reveries. They all have their endgame content, they all can have some fun, and they all have something to work towards. I do not belong to this group though, so for me, I pray that this focused flashback is tough as nails. That's gonna be about that. Then, additionally, we have this one right here. This is also a new event called Complete Induction. I have no clue what this is, excuse me. We have reoccurring events with Main's Bulletin, and for the very last time the War Room. Oh boy, I'm so glad. This is the last version in which we will have this War Room, and then it's gonna be gone. And oh, I'm so happy about it. It's such an annoying bloat that the game just doesn't need. Just remove it from the game. And after version 3.6, it's gone. Thank God, dude. Then we have the garments here. We get a free 5-star garment, this time for White Room. Yeah, there it is. We can see the name in the picture. Oof, I'm glad. This is a new skin for White Room. Pretty dope, if you ask me. I like that skin. And White Room is one of the better 5-star characters in this game as well. So, yay. Then of course we have a beautiful garment for Regoletta as she receives a Euphoria update. We have a garment here bound to the battle pass for Marsha. We have this useless Miracle Mart, right? You can take a look for yourself and then decide there. And we're gonna have new stuff for the Wilderness. And yeah, a lot of freebies, right? A bunch of Unilogs like it always is. A little bit of a teaser for the 3rd anniversary. Or this might even be the collab, honestly. I think this is a little bit of a teaser for the collab, if I'm not mistaken. And that's gonna be it for version 3.6. One more time, keep in mind, this version is quite short, and stay tuned for the upcoming poll plan that I'm gonna bust out, because yeah, there is a good heads up in there, at least I would say. So, thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. If you like Reverse 1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel. I would really appreciate it. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.